All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Shots Fired Podcast. Before we get this episode started, I'd like to give a shout out and a thanks to everybody that helped last week. Mo, thank you. If you haven't heard it, it was a podcast we did on OnlyFans. There's a friend Mo come on, and she shared her story about her experience with OnlyFans. It was a good one. If you haven't heard it, you need to check it out. But this week, we're going to talk a little bit about stress and mental health. I think it's a good one to talk about. I know it's that time of year, holidays, the time of year whenever the sun's not out as long, so people kind of get down in the dumps. And I'm talking a little bit about how I deal with, the day-to-day stress, or how I help my mental health out. I know I don't talk about myself a lot. I might give my opinion on things, but I don't really talk about myself. So this one's going to just be a little bit more about how I do it. Hopefully it helps you guys out. And we'll go from there. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be exciting. Sipping on a little bit of my sangria. I got the TikTok one with the cheap wine and the Mountain Dew. If you haven't tried it, that shit it's on point. But so getting back to it, talking about stress, right? I know a lot of people probably deal with a lot of day-to-day stress. I know I do a lot, especially with work and kids. Christmas time, Christmas right around the corner. Santa Claus is coming, so Santa Claus is expensive. So you gotta still pay your bills. You gotta, do the Santa Claus thing. So it can be hard. It can be really hard. That's a big stressor, like especially, money, bills. It's not easy. And I don't have really an answer to that, but just controlling what you can, right? Like you can't control everything. So yeah, you can control, like obviously, you work and you control to pay your bills and things like that, but I think sometimes people need to learn to live with a little bit less. It's not, we don't need all the big extravagant things. I know kids, like I spoil the crap out of my kids. So it's not like, I'm not saying don't buy your kids things or anything like that, but it's not easy. It's not easy. Money comes and goes. That's how I kind of look at it. Like some days you'll have a bunch of it and some days you won't have any of it. It just is what it is. It'll all work out. I'm a firm believer. I'll probably say this a couple times on this one, but I'm a firm believer of, universe will come around. So if you take care of everything, you do right by the universe, it'll take care of you. I'm a big believer of that. But getting to work stress. I know my job. I know most of y'all probably already know what I do. I'm in the Navy, in the military. Right now, I just work in an office. I hate it. I can't stand it. It sucks. I hate sitting in front of a desk all day, in front of a computer, doing paperwork for people. And I can't stand it. I hate it. It's not for me. I'd rather be in the field somewhere doing some dumb shit than doing what I do. I feel like it's a waste of talent. Not saying I have a lot of talent, but it's a waste of talent. Some of the things I do with my work stressors, and I call them customers because we have people come in and I got to do things for them or whatever. I call them customers. Sometimes you got to say no. Sometimes you got people, that hold a lot more weight than you, I guess you could say. You call that hold a lot more weight. And kind of come demanding things, or like you tell them something and they're just like, yeah, I'm not doing that because I am who I am, and that shit pisses me the fuck off. And I just, hey, no, that's not how it works, And you gotta kind of be professional, especially with, what I do, a lot professional, but you gotta learn to say no. That's one big thing you gotta learn to do. And it's not just with work. It's not just with dealing with people. Like, even if your boss, your boss is like already told you a bunch of things he needs you to do, he or she, whatever, and just keep stacking it up. You got to be like, no, like, you already got me doing all this other stuff. What do you want? Let's prioritize this. What do you need done first? And that way you know what they need right away, or whatever, what they want done first, and you can slowly start working on the other things. Or you can tell them, hey, look, I need you to delegate this to other people. It's too much on my plate. I can't do. It's not going to happen. It's not. I don't know what you think it's going on, but it's too much. I got too much going on, and people need to learn to do that. And I get in all jobs you can't do it in every single job, but you need to. You really do. And they need to see, because you can't. I'm a firm believer, if you take care of your people, they'll take care of you, kind of thing. And that's how I kind of do it. If I have people working for me, make sure they're taken care of and their needs are met. Because at the end of the day, if I need something done and some bullshit, they're going to jump on it for me, And that's just how I do it. But there'll be times where I'll be so stressed out, and I can't always do that. I can't always delegate work to other people, and I am kind of in a leadership role, but I still have a boss, everybody does, but sometimes I got to take a time out, and it sounds kind of childish, but even at work, it's like, I'm about to smash this fucking computer screen. Like, I'm about to She-Hulk on him. I'm about to give him the She-Hulk and just go ape shit. I gotta stop. I gotta just time out. Let me take a walk, or let me go. We got a store. I'm lucky enough we have a store inside our building. Let me just walk to the store, grab me a little snack or something, energy drink, whatever, and let me just get out of here for a second, And that really helps me. It really does. The gym really helps me. It really does a lot. I don't know if it helps a lot of people. It does for me. It really does, especially with my mental health. I think it helps me mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all that stuff. But let me know if you guys do work out, or comment below and say what kind of workouts that you do that might help you. Because I know some people do yoga, like meditation. Some people might just hit the heavy bag, and just get it all out, put the headphones in, blast some music, whatever. Listen to crazy death metal or whatever. Or some people might listen to real soft kind of music. Whatever helps you. Let everybody know. Maybe that's something somebody else can use, as a tool to help them get over some things, some issues, And that's what this one's kind of about, just sharing so other people maybe can get some ideas. It just does what I do, because I get it all the time at work. People I'm friends with, they're always like, man, how are you so calm all the time? Like, you don't get that angry. And I used to. I'm not gonna lie, I used to be, I ain't gonna say super hot-headed, but I used to be pretty hot-headed, and I used to just let things explode, But I've learned to overcome that anger, that emotion. And I think a lot of people, this is kind of getting off topic, but at least for men, I think a lot of men, they don't know how to control their emotions, or don't know even what their emotions really are. So that like, and it's not always even anger, the fear, sadness, upset comes out in these angry bursts. And that's really what it is, I think, because a lot of men don't know how to control their feelings or act on what's going on with them. And so I kind of learned, and just different situations I've been, life, learning different things in life. Just a lot of stuff. You just got to learn how to take it in and release it out healthily. Is that a word? Healthily? I don't know, but we're going to say it's a word, And the gym helps me with that, taking a time out, just taking my mind off stuff, even at home. Like, if I'm stressed out with just home life, especially, you go to work all day and dealing with bullshit. Come home, people have kids, you're dealing with your kids when you come home, because when you have days like that, work doesn't stop once you get off. especially when you have, children. Whether it be going to sports for them or helping with homework or whatever it is, like, it doesn't stop. Sometimes you gotta take that time out. That time out really does help me, even if it's at home playing video games. I like to play video games. I'll play. I only really play Warzone, Call of Duty, but just getting on there with some friends. Sending texts out. I got a little group chat. Hey, anybody trying to jump on for a little bit? And we'll go on there, and I'm not good at it. I'm not good at all. But it's fun, go talk shit, just play the game with your friends. If any of y'all play Call of Duty, let me know. Put your gamer tag in there. We'll play together. I'm trash, I'm letting you know now, but I talk a lot of shit. So it'll be fun. But no, yeah, just things like that, like the gym, taking time outs, even talking. This right here does help me. It's like a video diary journal kind of thing, people writing diaries or journals. And don't think writing a journal is something only women can do. Guys, you could do it too. I don't do it, but this is basically the same thing. And it does help, therapy, even if you do need therapy. Nothing wrong with that either. Get the help, especially this time of year, holidays, people be upset. So it's a good thing. It really is. But sorry, let me take a sip. Stuff is good. I think I'm playing with y'all. This stuff is good. Some other things I do, I said, talking to friends, and we'll do at work, because I work in an office. There's a couple of us that work in there, and there'll be times where I notice somebody else I'm working with is pretty stressed out or something's going on with them, and it doesn't even have to be work related. I say, hey, time out. Let's take a time out, guys. Close the door. What's going on? And we'll just talk about it. Like, just get it off. And sometimes people don't want to talk. I'm like that. I don't really talk about what I got going on. I'm not an open book. People I'm close with, I might let in. But if we're not that close or anything like that, I don't open up to people. But whether it be work related, like if you got pissed off, one of the people I work with get pissed off about the job or about home life or whatever it is, let it out. It's a safe space, After the conversation happens, door opens back up, and that's it. Like, you don't bring it back up, you don't say shit. That's just get it out, let it out. And I think people need to have that friend, or you can be that friend, or you need that friend that lets you just vent, just get it out, right? Be your hype man in that situation. That's how I kind of put it. Just let them get it out. Just all of it. Fuck it. Fuck this damn job. Yes, I say the same. Fuck this shit. Fuck it. It's good to be that friend, that good friend that's like, hey man, you was wrong, or sis, you was wrong. That's fucked up. But also, you need that friend that's just gonna let you just be like, fuck this shit. Fuck it all. I'm gonna watch this motherfucker burn type shit. Obviously, you don't want to do nothing crazy, but that kind of thing. Like, everybody needs that person. And I think it does really get into mental health. It really helps, because like I said before, if your mental health is bad, your physical fitness is going to go down, right? Because you don't want to do anything. And then you start feeling, I know I've been down this road. So then you start feeling like, man, I feel like garbage. Look at myself. You know what I'm saying? And then your self-esteem goes down, and your spirituality and everything, it just starts going. It's a road. You just start going, and then once you hit a point, it goes down fast. And you got to kind of figure out how to hit the brakes on that, right? And stop it before it gets out of control. And I think one thing that really helped me with that is like emotional support animals. I have a dog. I wouldn't say he's an actual emotional support, like registered or anything like that, but he does really help me. He keeps me busy, and it's weird too, because like there'll be times where I'm sitting there and just like out of it, like I ain't in it to win it. I don't feel like doing shit. And he will notice that. At least I think he notices it. And he'll start barking at me or jumping on me doing things he shouldn't be, that he knows he shouldn't be doing. And it irritates me. It pisses me off, but it gets me up. Like, God damn it, now I gotta go take care of this shit. It gets me up, right? Then I'm like, all right, maybe he needs to go out, so I'll take him for a walk. And that just gets you out, gets you moving, gets you going instead of just sitting on the couch. So it really does help me a lot. It really does. And I'd like to give a shout out to a friend of mine that has an animal rescue. It's Magpie Rescue. If you guys are in Virginia area looking for a pet, whether it be a dog or a cat or whatever, check them out. Their Instagram is magpie_rescue. And I'll put this here so you guys can see it. And they also have a website, www.magpiedaisyrescue.com. Good people, really good people. They take in animals, unwanted animals, surrendered animals, and they find them new homes. So if you guys are just looking, look them up on Instagram, share their Instagram page with whoever, if you know anybody that's looking for a pet. And even if they don't have what you're looking for, still reach out to them. Maybe they can help you find something, what you're looking for or whatever. Something that fits you, So yeah, give them a shout out. They're cool. They're really nice people. I know them. It's a good thing they got going on. So check them out. But going along with the pets, right? Another thing, I'm going to let you guys in on another one about me. That I'm a huge snake lover. Some of y'all know that. Some of y'all do know that. But some of y'all don't. And I don't have any snakes now. But for some reason, they're like, it's like maybe my spirit animal. I don't know. Maybe that's probably bad to say, because you could say like, oh, he's a fucking snake in the grass or whatever that bullshit is. But no, like for real, I think it's maybe because they're so misunderstood. People like, oh my God, it's so slimy, it's a serpent, and all this shit. But it's just something about them. They're just fascinating to me. I could just sit there and watch them just all day. It's calming. Like, how people say looking at a fish tank is soothing and things like that. Just looking at a snake, just move around and do what it does is calming to me. I enjoy it. Some people think I'm crazy for it. Maybe I am a little bit crazy. You never know. But yeah, let us know if you guys have support animals or anything you do to help with your mental health. Maybe it'll help everybody else that's listening deal with what they have going on. Or even if you have some kind of issue or something, to let other people know they're not in it alone. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do here, is let people know. And I'm going to share a little story with you. It's kind of about stress, I guess, things like that. But this one time, if you're listening, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know if you're listening or not, but I'm not going to use any names or anything like that. But I used to be on these small boats, and we was out on the water, and it was cold. And if anybody goes out on the water in the wintertime, you know how fucking cold it is. It's cold. Like, it's really cold. Really, really cold. And it's fucking like sleeting out. Raining like a motherfucker. Cold as shit. And I'm standing outside, soaking fucking wet. Nothing to stop you from getting wet. Freezing ass off, and I'm on one side of the boat, and this other guy's on the other side of the boat, and we're each standing on 50 cows. And I just so happened to like turn around and look over at him, and he's just standing there looking at me with this goofy ass fucking smirk on his face. I guess that's what you call this crazy look on his face. And I was like, yo man, what are you doing? He was like, I'm not cold anymore. And in my head, I'm thinking like, you're just so fucking cold, you're just not cold anymore. Like, you kind of just go numb to it, And he's like, I pissed my pants. I started dying. That was it for me. I had never I didn't have anything to say. I was just like, right on, dude. This shit sucks that bad that you just pissed your pants to be warm. And it just fucking happens, I guess. I don't know. But at the time, it was a stressful situation, It was like, fuck, I don't want to be here. Why the fuck do I got to do this shit type of thing, It's like, oh, this sucks. And then you kind of look back on the situation and like, this motherfucker pissed his pants to stay warm. Like, you kind of laugh it off. And that's what you gotta do too, is just laugh things off, right? And that goes along with not being able to control situations. Like, I had to do it. I couldn't control it. It is what it is. Embrace the suck, I guess. Just let it go. And it's a story that you can tell down the road. Like, I'm sure all of us have plenty of them that we could tell each other. Where it's like, man, this one time I had to do this shit, and it's just like, this shit sucks. It sucks. But you come back and you survived, right? We all made it out. And that's the point, making it out alive. So I'm going to cut this one. I just want to say thanks, everybody, joining me on this one. I try to keep these short. So let me know if you like the length of the podcast. I don't want them to be too long to where people aren't really engaged or get bored with it. I try to keep them short enough to where it keeps your attention span and puts out some good information. Like, there'll be some of them where it's going to just be talking shit, like having a good time. But some of them I want to be, somewhat healthy, helping people. And I want to wish everybody Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Feliz Navidad, whatever you celebrate. Have a good one. Enjoy yourself this holiday season. And always remember, shoot your shot. Peace.